Clayton,
Yes.
welcome to the pod.
Bro, happy to be here. This is crazy. I know. We just met when we were dazed out from the Zoka relay.
But
And
you didn't know who I was. I didn't know who you were.
yeah.
You were with Andrea.
Yeah. So we had our little team. Um I was like winded. It was like a hot day. We just ran 2.5 miles and like all out sprint, and
Yeah.
then no, I met you and Kenneth there, and it was fun. It was fun. Yeah.
So honestly,
Yeah.
like that's like the origination of everything. At
Yeah.
least for the both of us.
Yeah.
Um, but I want to get into stride and rise.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I wanted to say rise and stride because that's how it's supposed to go in my head. But
Yeah,
every time I got to flip
yeah.
it.
Now it clicks though, right?
And then now it
It's like
clicks.
stride and rise.
Stride and
It's like
rise.
it kind of pops. It pops, right?
It pops because it's unnatural. You would
Yeah.
think that you rise first and then stride later.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the reason like I wanted you on the pod is because
Mm.
I found your run club kind of intriguing.
Mhm.
I think when we first met, like you were explaining how you wanted everyone to have an ownership in the run
Yeah.
club.
Yeah.
And so why don't you give like a solid 30-second outline on like what exactly Stride and Rise is?
Yeah. Let's start with the name first though. Yeah, like stride and rise. So I started it because I was like, oh, like there was no other run club that like when you went, you would kind of be like heard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of why I started Stride and Rise. I went to like different run clubs in Austin, and I was like, oh yeah, I come here, I get a good run, meet some friends, but I don't feel like I can contribute. Even if I wanted to contribute something to like a run club, it's a little hard.
Right.
So I was like, Stride and Rise is great. Like we stride together and then we rise together. So that's kind of my thing. I like when you're like running together
Mm-hmm.
and then you like match the strides. It's just like perfect.
Right.
Yeah. And then my thing is like I want to bring together community builders or community leaders and then creators,
Got it.
and then have like a run club for all of us to, get together, work towards a similar goal, like whether it be running, whether it be you have like your own community, like, you know, Pernisha's like in fashion or like, and
Wait,
then, yeah.
who's Pernisha?
Oh, so Pernisha started her own clothing brand called like Pubu.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
and
cool.
then, no, that was really cool. Yeah. And then, a lot of us, we all met at like Nike Run Club way back.
Got
And
it.
then we're just like running around, and then my goal was like to get to a 5K at a conversational pace, but also be able to talk. And that's like,
I don't think
think
I
about
can
it,
do
that's
that.
very hard. It's very hard in the Austin heat. It's
Yeah.
like I would be struggling just to like finish it a year ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And now, like what, 2 days ago, we did our first half marathon.
Yeah. Cheers again. Cheers again.
Cheers to the
That
half
that was a
marathon.
fun one. That was a fun one. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay, so you started about a year ago now, right?
Yeah. We had our 1 year anniversary in December.
Uh-huh.
And actually the first Stride and Rise, it was raining. So yeah.
And you still had it?
It was cold and raining. So I feel like as a run club leader, I rallied like different friends, like some from run club and some like that are interested in running or just wanted to get fit. But it's like it was raining. Sometimes it's like, oh, like are we even gonna have run club? Like it's cold out. Like
Right.
it's like uncomfortable to get out of bed in the morning on a weekend. You could be sleeping in, you could be like chilling, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then as the run club leader, I'm like, all right, like let's go out. And everyone follows because like they joined because they wanted to too. So I'm just like allowing for a space to like make that happen. And then no, that was really fun. Like I think 15 to 20 people showed up. I honestly didn't even know if anyone would show up because it was like raining too. So I think like they showed up with like earmuffs, gloves, jackets. Back when we started at the Auditorium Shores Palmer Event Center. Yeah, we did a 5K. I mean, when we started, it's just like, all right, I hit up my friend. I'm like, hey, David, hey, Suban, can you bring some water? make sure we're hydrated. Really luckily I met good friend Yvonne. She was able to supply us with like some electrolytes, some energy chews. So that was a great kind of kickoff. And then we're like, all right,
So
kind
this
of
run club is
what?
basically the conglomeration of everyone contributing to make it into a reality.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of what I never like created a community out of scratch, like especially when you're in like college, high school, you have like your kind of like built-in communities,
Hmm.
whether or it's like school, my business fraternity, or like people that you grew up with. That's kind of like really kind of like you grew into it. But this is like an opportunity where I could have like just built it on my own, and I found out like, you know, asking people to like help out and contribute is like kind of what makes the community. It's like even though I'm like the run club leader and the founder, it's like it wouldn't happen without everyone that kind of came through, contributed, brought friends, made it fun.
Got it.
Mhm.
Let's kind of go back
Yeah.
to before the run club existed. You said that you wanted to start the run club because you didn't feel like you were a part of that run club. Like you didn't have ownership over that run club, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did that matter to you so much?
I initially wasn't even looking for ownership. I think it's just more of like feeling included and seen. So like when you go out to like an event or you go out to like a community, it's like, oh, like do people know your name? Do people know that you came here? Are you someone that like shows up, brings friends, and like really contributes to the community? And I think that that's something that's like important to me because like there are a lot of like one off like cool events in Austin, but I can like definitely say that with Stride and Rise, people like stay like longer and they want to like chat, they want to like be friends with each other, and that's kind of what makes it fun. It's not just like you go run and then you go home, but like
But can that argument be made for all the other major run clubs in Austin? I mean, you got
yeah,
Good Pain on Tuesdays, that's Noodles on
yeah,
Thursdays.
yeah. So I kind of like to break it down. There's like social ones, there's training ones. Maybe like more of why I decided to do Shrine Rise is because like personally I was like building my community. I just moved out to Austin like about a year and a half ago. I was like, you know, what better way? I played like basketball, volleyball, kind of golf in the past, but I was like, you know, Austin's run culture is so great. I did run a little bit in like Boston when I was at Northeastern, and I was like, you know, it's just like freeing, you know, you get like your fitness and then you can hit some goals and then you can like talk and chat with your friends after. So that was a really kind of big part of why I like chose running.
Hmm.
And then I guess specifically for Stride and Rise, I was looking to like build my community, but also like how can we like help others build their community too within Stride and Rise. And like outside, I really like people to like, you know, you might come to run club for different reasons. Maybe it's like fitness, maybe it's for social, maybe it's like yap hour, you know. They're like or maybe like you're someone that's like building something really cool and you'd want to like share it and you know like you have your own brand or taking like pictures and like those kind of things I
Right.
want to like bring within the run club, and then that's kind of what makes it special.
Got it.
Yeah.
And so how are you doing that right now?
Mm. Yeah, so I think to even get to that point there's so many things that like operationally you need to handle.
Okay.
So I think a lot of that I was doing on my own. So I was like,
So what are some examples?
yeah. I mean, like, I think even at a run club, you take for granted like water. Like, who's gonna bring the water? And then so back then I was like, I'd ask my friends, can you like bring some cases of water? And then I'm like, all right, let's be a little more sustainable. We bought like you know the water dispenser and like I mean like lugging that in the car and then bringing it out to the street. So even those simple things like water, electrolyte, who's gonna pace, like what kind of route are we gonna do? I'd go on Strava, I'd see like you know what's like safe. I'd actually like drive along the route and run it myself to make sure like it's like cool because I don't want to like go into like hazards or that kind of
Right.
thing. Yeah, so yeah, even before getting to that, there are so many operational things that you just kind of like don't see until you're a community leader and you're like, all right, these are all the things that we need to do. And kind of from that, then I would ask people to like maybe co-host with me, kind of make it fun. Yeah.
So all this was happening
Hmm.
by yourself
Yeah.
on that first run club event, right?
Yeah. I'd say by myself in organizing, but I would ask people to help out. So I
Hmm.
didn't feel like it was all like too much for me. Especially for me, I knew I wouldn't enjoy doing this if I didn't have fun myself.
I feel like
Yeah,
that's for anything,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay. So that was the first event.
yeah,
How'd you grow? Because it's been a year now.
yeah,
What's that been like?
yeah. So growth, I think, the way I looked at growth was sometimes it's like tempting to be like, oh, like is growth like more Instagram followers,
Hmm.
or is growth the more like people that you have at your run club? Um, I looked at growth as I really want to focus on people that contributed and like liked being in the community. So it's kind of like loyal like members of your community.
Right.
Those are the people that like kind of show out, they come like consistently. That's what really mattered to me. So growing that initially I would like, DM people, send the invite. I think it's really important, especially when you're growing, to make it personalized. Like,
Hmm.
don't just send out a mass text or like a
Right.
mass email, and then like the click through or like people that come from those is probably like nothing.
Like,
But
is that based on experience or is this?
it's based on experience,
Oh, so
especially when you're starting out. If you're gonna if you're gonna just like dump an invite in the group chat or dump it out like post it to everyone,
uh-huh.
you're not actually talking to anyone.
How many of those have you done that you did not get a response to
Um, I don't I didn't do that in the beginning.
at
I
all?
Not really. No, I would personally DM you and like text you and like, hey, like, like let's come out, let's get a run. I mean, we met at run club, so it's
Hmm.
kind of like natural. And there's some like people that might have like are kind of getting into it. And then if they have a friend that's into running or at least like can show them like a run club's not like that scary,
Right.
because initially people are like, oh my god, like I can't run. So I've heard that a lot, but like if you're doing it with a friend, it just it doesn't even feel like running. It's just like coming out to hang out, get your fitness in, get some miles, and then yeah, that it's really important to just reach out. And some people might not like, it might not fit their fitness, so it's important to like see, oh, are you like, do you enjoy it? Like, I don't want to force anyone to come if they
Right.
don't want to come, but it's like, it'd be a fun vibe. So I would like extend the invite, see how it goes, and then like kind of take a flyer with me. I might try to build out a run club, build out a community, make it fun, and then people would show up. Yeah.
And so, how many people are you at right now?
Wow. Unique individuals, I'd say like 220.
220 people?
Yeah. So throughout like the whole year and a half of like unique people that have come
Hmm.
through, it's
Okay,
220.
yeah, got it.
I think more consistent like members, I would say around like 40 to 50 of
Okay.
like a lot of people that showed up like multiple times.
So is that other 150? Are they just going to be there for one time and then not come back, or are they still like within the community? They just haven't come
Yeah.
out recently.
Yeah, yeah. So I think for me it's like they're still like tapped into the
Hmm.
community. Like I know like we're all adults like making time to like come out to the run club and spend your like Saturday morning. I'm very like appreciative of that too. So they still stay tapped in, whether it's like Strava, Instagram, that kind of thing. And then there's like some more consistent members, and then there's a few that like come a couple times, and then it's really nice to have like some events too, and like collaborations that helps like kind of kickstart a little spark too.
Right. So like,
Mhm.
what are some examples?
Yeah. I guess right now, since we're in February, We just passed like Valentine's Day and Lunar New Year. So last year, we did like a themed run that was like Valentine's Day, Lunar New Year, wear like red, or pink, and then we had like a little kind of activity where we gave like nice messages to like just random people on the street too, like
That's kind of fun.
stickers.
Hmm.
And then we had no, that was really fun. So like making it themed gives a special reason for people to come out. I know like we did Stride and Rise like every month, and then now we're every like 3 weeks.
Hmm.
But people know that Stride and Rise is like more of like intentional, like the theme, like what we're coming out to Stride and Rise for. So like for example, yeah, we just finished the half marathon. A lot of friends did the full marathon, and then our next Stride and Rise is going to be like celebrate. It's a victory lap, like celebrate your wins, and then
Hmm.
also kind of see like what's next. And then personally for me, it's kind of like where I'm at too. Like we're celebrating our wins, and then we'll kind of see, what's next in our fitness goal. Maybe like cap 10K, like a fun race, and then I really like to kind of base it off of like a theme.
Hmm.
Although it does take a lot of like brain power to come up with a theme, but I think
Really?
that that's what like people appreciate, and then it's also what makes Stride and Rise special. It's not like we come here every week and then we run and then we go home, but there's some more intention to it. Whether it's like goal planning, really getting to like meet people and like see like what we can build together, or like see what's next for us.
So it's really more of a social club that, and we just happen to be running rather than a run club where it's very fitness focused.
I'd want to lean it towards community leaders and creators. Like whatever you're creating, like
Hmm.
I mean even you for your podcast, right?
Right.
I like it's a community where I give like a little time, like do you have any like community events, or are you working on something like cool? And like every time we start Star and Rise, we'll welcome people into the community, and I think that that's like even the first touch where if I feel like I'm heard, I feel like I entered the community. I didn't just come run and like peace out, you know.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pivot a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Over these past what 12, 13-ish months,
Yeah.
what has been the hardest thing with Stride and Rise?
Hardest thing. Hardest thing. Besides the running.
Besides the running.
Besides the running. Besides that half marathon. I think the hardest thing with Stride and Rise is I think it's even when it's working with the problem where it's like, yes, I'm the community leader, but I also think about like what's the future of Stride and Rise. I wouldn't want to put it on one person that like would take over Stride and Rise.
Mhm.
Say like I had to leave or something, right? I want to make it where it's a community, and then there's a lot of people that like would step up and contribute and like take ownership and lead, even when I'm not there. And a good example of that was actually when I had to go out to San Francisco. It was an event where I really wanted to be in Austin because it was our first Adidas partnership. Yeah. So I really wanted to be there. I did go out to San Francisco, and then I didn't quite tell everyone like why, but I was building a little more of like that ownership model,
Mhm.
seeing how to like make the community like self-sustaining. So yeah, in that sense, like I'm still like working on Star and Rise, even though I wasn't there. And then I would like we like FaceTime, then called in, and then Rio was really nice to like lead
So
it.
Rio was the one leading
Yeah,
that event, correct? Okay.
yeah, yeah. And sometimes like relinquishing ownership and just trusting that it'll be okay. Your members got it, and like they got your back. That's a little hard sometimes, but sometimes you just got to do it. Yeah.
Got it. Let's go more
Mhm.
into the Adidas partnership because I think
Yeah.
that's really cool,
Hmm.
right? You have about 200 members at
Yep.
this point
Yeah. Yeah.
for Stride and Rise.
Yeah.
Relatively, like if you compare that with other run clubs, that's pretty small.
Yeah.
You have these other run clubs that have like 500, like
Yeah.
a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how are you able to get that partnership
Yeah.
with such a prevalent company?
I think definitely think like total people that have been to like our Shrine Rise event is
Probably
definitely
more.
bigger.
Yeah.
But that's like who I tracked and who I like know like definitively. There's like proof in the picture and everything that I know
Hmm.
you're here. No, but that partnership was really fun. Shout out Corey at ATX Run Guide.
Okay.
He created a chat for a lot of our run club leaders, especially as we're like starting run clubs or we're like maturing, and it's just a like WhatsApp chat, and he actually created some events where we could all meet, share pain points or like what kind of ideas. I remember at one of the meetings I was like, oh my god, like I had a massive like drop in like people coming out to Shrine Rise because it
Hmm.
was hot. Like all of a sudden, like I changed locations and it was hot.
Okay.
Runners are pretty sticky, so it's like, all right, is it in my like routine to come out to this
Hmm.
run like every morning, right? But then I changed the location, and I also like, I mean, the weather is not something you can change, but it's like when that kind of hits, it's like, oh my god, it's tough, right?
Right.
So with Corey, there was just a chat that it was like, the Austin floods, so that happened, and then we were there's a couple clubs out in Buda, so Fire and Soul and in Buda Running Club, they're organizing a relief kind of run. So you bring supplies and help out, and then they're asking, oh, does anyone want to like collaborate, be a part of it? And I'm like, oh yeah, like that sounds fun. I think it's like super important when your community needs it. So we pulled up, me and my girlfriend, we went out all the way out into Buda, so that was like pretty south for us, right? When the community needs it, like show up, show
Right.
support. We brought some like supplies, and then over there I just saw Griffin. So he was tabling for Adidas, and
Griffin
then yeah,
was the one who won the Austin half this last
yeah,
weekend, right?
yeah. So no, he's crazy fast, and I mean at that time like I didn't even know he was crazy fast. I was like I just saw him. He was tabling at Adidas. We started chatting a little bit. I also saw his girlfriend Mariska, and then we
Hmm.
also ran around the Buda Trail. And then I was like, oh yeah, like do like shoe demos, and I have like Stride and Rise out. Would you be like interested or down to kind of like come out and see what's up? So
Hmm.
that kind of started out with that, and then it's just like I think for me, it's like being like putting yourself out there, being consistent to like different run clubs, and also like um not afraid to like talk to like people at a run club, because it's like you kind of go to a run club, it's comfortable to like stay with like one friend that
Right.
you knew coming there, but like everyone's like super inviting and open-minded, especially in Austin.
Hmm.
So it's like don't be afraid. Like I mean we were just chatting, and then he talked about like some of his music, and I was like, oh yeah, like we kind of felt the vibe there, and then so it continued from there. And no, it's been great. We've hosted, wow, we've hosted over 5 or 6 collaborations at least with the,
After Griffin kind of hopped in with Adidas.
yeah. So no, it's been a really fun like collaboration with us. And like we're friends too, so
Hmm.
it's um like it's just great that we can like run together, and then we can catch up, and then we also like
It's
go
just a good
out
time.
too. So it's like a good time. I think it's like sometimes you'll be like, oh, do you want to like mix like like business with friends and that
Hmm.
kind of thing. I think the thing about run clubs is like we're also like so grassroots,
Yeah.
especially in Austin. Like I don't like to make some things like very like, oh, very strict, like it's like a business. And I didn't start like Try and Rise to like make it a business.
Hmm.
That's something that I like promise not to do, is like make a paid event, or make it like paid to be in the community.
Right.
Yeah. Like maybe in the future. So far we haven't had any paid events. Maybe like, in the future you might have like a paid event, like collaborating with something where like it makes sense to like, I don't know, do like a sauna or a cold plunge, and they have their business and then that kind of thing.
Hmm.
I will never make like a pay to get into a community.
Yeah.
I think that's like a model that a lot of people have tried. And I started Stride and Rise because I want to make it self-sustaining without needing to pay. And I think like to get that status, to get that kind of like trust in the community, it's by contributing rather than like paying. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Who has tried that business like that model?
a lot of like companies will be like, oh, it'll be like, oh, I'll curate events, and then you pay a certain like amount to be in the club.
Do you have any specific examples?
Like Soho House.
Uh-huh.
Soho House does it well in New York. It's different. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's so much space out in Austin,
Right.
and in New York, like definitely you need to pay to like have access to some space. So that
Mm-hmm.
makes like sense. I think Austin has like a little special opportunity where it's like we have the space,
Yeah.
and it's like, can you like curate a community where you have like the resources? Most people go there to like meet friends
Right.
or like do something, like have a shared experience together. That shared experience can be running. It could be like even after like our runs, we might go out. I mean, one time we went out to Concourse Project together.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, hey, like I like
Who-
EDM. Like who else likes it? Like let's go after like after obviously like at night, but like on the street,
Yeah, well,
right?
you're not gonna go to Concourse Project at 11
Yeah.
a.m. But like, who was the artist?
At that time, I think it was it was a drums and bass artist.
Okay.
I don't quite know, but we did do like a fun one where we went out to like Dylan Francis with a couple friends. What else? Oh, we went to Kingdom.
It's pretty cool.
So my friend was like coming in, he was like playing at Kingdom, and then I was like,
Oh
hey,
wait, that was there.
yeah.
God, okay.
You're there. So, like it was you, Kenneth,
Mhm.
Andrea, Charlotte, a few friends, and then we're like, hey, like let's get the squad out together. And
No,
how was it for
it
you?
was a fun
Right?
night,
It
dude.
was fun.
Like
That was
being like behind the DJ and all that. Like, it
yeah,
was a cool experience.
yeah. Mhm.
Um, but okay, we're gonna get back
Yep.
into the partnership a little bit. Is the Run Club capital intensive?
Mhm.
Like, I know it's time intensive.
Yeah.
What is that like?
I actually started my run club series way back. I was like, how to build a run club with $0.
Right.
Right. So I think like obviously I can like plunge my own like personal finances and like make a lot of prizes. Some people will show up, right? Because it's like, oh, like you have like electrolytes or you have like some free goodies. Like
Right.
yes, those are like fun incentives to like come out to a run club. But like what actually makes people like stay and like be friends with each other in a community is not those like small incentives,
It's
right?
community.
So yeah, it's community. In the beginning, like obviously, like I maybe asked someone to bring water. Like, oh, Neil, can you bring like some trail mix snacks? And
Mhm.
then he was happy to do it, and everyone's like really inviting. And then so I wouldn't say run clubs are capital intensive because like running as a sport, it's like we literally started at like a random place. We're just like meet here,
Right.
and then we had a lot of good runs. We had a couple in East Austin, and then we'd run along like Chicone Street or something, and
Mhm.
then yeah, we're in East Austin right now, so that's nice, like a little throwback. I used to just like drive around here. I was like, oh, like this looks like I literally made my own Strava route, and I was like, this looks like a 5K.
Yeah.
Does it look safe? Are the roads like decent? So I'm like, okay, that's good. And we had a lot of runs on like South Congress. So people would just pull up. You have your water. You'd have like that's basically it. You just need water. Make sure that people are like hydrated, and then you'd go out and run.
Right.
So it was very not capital intensive or capital intensive. I think what's nice about having like a partnership, it's like bringing in a little like diversity in experiences.
Right.
So like doing shoe trials. I think back like when we first started, we were like, oh yeah, like kind of wear like what you have. I
Hmm.
mean, I was always a big shoe guy, so I was like, I kind of knew like what
What
shoes
you
I
wanted,
wanted.
yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like I'll tell you like what shoe's good, but like until you wear the shoe and you've ran a few miles in it, that's kind of when you know like if it fits your style.
Right.
Yeah. Because even with Adidas, there's like different shoes for different purposes. Like, do you want to go on like an easy run?
Hmm.
The Evo SLs were like a big hit. I actually tried them on in Buda at like when I first met Griffin and Mariska. And then for me, I was always running in the A6 like Super Blast.
Okay.
I actually worked for A6 like a few years ago, so that's kind of what kind of drew me in. I was working on their more like API engineering team, but they
Okay.
had like a little room where they had all the samples. So I always like,
The behind the scenes, the shoe's not
yeah,
released yet.
yeah, and then exactly. So I saw the Nova Blast 2 and 3s, and I knew that those were gonna be like a hit shoe. And then I also saw
How'd you
the
know?
I could see it coming because it's like a comfortable shoe and it also looks good and you can put the miles in it, and that's a lot of like the importance in what people look for when they're like kind of starting out to run. Like you have a
Got it.
comfy
Okay.
one and you put some miles in it. Does it like look nice? Does it have like a pop? So I ran in those shoes too, and I was just like that was when people just started to like pay attention to like stack height. Like
Hmm.
oh like people are starting to get into it. The more stack height you have, obviously you don't want to be
You
unstable.
gotta explain what that is,
Yeah, yeah.
because I don't know what that is.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So kind of like the stack height is like how thick your sole is.
Okay.
Yeah. So like definitely even like Hoka's they've been like super thick. It's like very comfortable.
Uh-huh.
You feel like you're walking on a cloud. And the Asics have a little like they have thick and then they have like a little bounce to it. So it's like it's easy for beginning runners to like start running,
Hmm.
and it's also very comfortable for like intermediate and like more experienced runners to just like not push it that hard and then like have comfortability, and then you won't get injured that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think mine, the ones I have right now
Yeah.
are really thick.
Really thick.
They're really thick,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's like you're running on a cloud
Yeah.
versus I think my old ones. I think I was running Ultra Boosts,
Oh, okay.
and those hurt my feet a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I ran an Ultra Boost too. Very comfy walking shoes, but running's a little different. And then also I know I'm debating a lot, but
No, I mean,
capital intensive. I think like I'm still like building out my series like how to start a run club with $0,
mhm.
and it's like it goes to show that you really don't need any money to like start a run club.
And so like right now, like you're giving gift cards,
Yeah.
like there's different things to make the experience a bit more different from the traditional run club,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
How are you paying for all, like, is that coming out of pocket or is that coming
Yep.
from partnerships?
Almost nothing out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's an appreciative gift that I like want to give to my members, right?
Yeah.
Like even like the stickers or like different things like those. I'm happy to like cover those.
Mm-hmm.
Um but I don't want to like be paying for like gift cards or like those types of incentives where it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want those kind of gift cards and incentives and like those to go to like our members,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm creating like a way, I think okay, let's give a scenario, right? We're at a run club. You've been at the run club 10 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I just joined the run club. They're doing a raffle for like shoes.
Right.
I won.
Right.
How do you feel?
I mean, personally, like
Yeah.
that's just probability. Like it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it does kind of suck.
All right. All right. So why? Why? It's like if we both just came once, like
Mhm.
we're both new, and then you won, I'd be like, okay, that's probability, right?
Right.
But then you came 10 times in a row. you're like a loyal member of the community.
I just have bad luck at that point.
No, but like what's there to show for like you coming out 10 times in a row? You probably brought friends, you probably been talking about the run club with your friends, you have something that you feel towards like the run club. You feel
Right.
like I'm part of the community, right? So even the way I structure it, I'll be like for example, like if you came like X amount of times or you're on a hot streak of like 4 or 5,
Hmm.
I'll like give out like appreciation gift to people that like showed up consistently and like kind of gave to the community. And
Yeah.
then I'll also have like the prizes for newcomers because
Hmm.
I want everyone to feel welcome. It's like if you didn't get anything when you came in, you'd be like, oh, like it's nice to have like a little incentive to like come out. Oh, I want like a gift card or I want some shoes. Like I feel like I'm like gaining something from the run club,
Hmm.
but I don't want it to be like I'm just gaining monetary value. I want you to gain like friends or fitness or something where you feel like you are here and you're enjoying your time at the run club. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So kind of to break it down, there's like some incentives for like the OGs and there's some incentives for like the newcomers so that everyone feels like they are part of it.
But okay, to go back to the
Yep.
original point,
Yep.
those incentives, like you said that it doesn't make sense for all of those incentives to come, the monetary ones,
Yep.
to come from pocket. So are they coming from the brand deals?
Yeah. So I wouldn't even say they're like brand deals, but
Hmm.
I think like even incentives, even if we look like not at gift cards specifically, but like electrolyte brands, from like Scratch or like different ones where those are like kind of incentives to like come out, like you get electrolytes or you get some kind of um like little prize. I had a lot of those like water bottles, like the
Yeah.
circle water bottles.
Right. Right.
Um yeah, shout out my friend for like bring me a bunch of those and that was like both those came from like me just showing up at run clubs and like like chatting and like they were so supportive. I was like, I'm starting a run club. They're like, oh, do you need like product? How can I help out? That's what I love about the run community.
Got
They're
it.
just here to like help you out, whether it's like training, incentives, or anything like that. Yep. And then yeah, I do want to get back to the point with like with brands and with like sponsorships. Like we'll work something out
Hmm.
where it like makes sense. So I kind of look for like win scenarios. Yeah. A little bit into that is like what is a brand looking for in a run club? They're looking for like a community where it can be authentic too. So especially for my run club, I'm pretty protective too of like what comes in. Like until I've like tried it, I'm like I vibe with it, whether it's um electrolyte brand or if it's like a collaboration that we do, I would have had like some personal connection to it.
Hmm.
It's not just gonna be like, oh, like they want to put in some product. Let me like bring it into the run club, right?
Right.
Because I want to confidently say like I like it, and like that trust goes a long way when like my members can like trust each other and then they can also trust me in knowing that this is kind of like vetted and obviously like I do vet a lot of stuff. I just want it to like become where multiple people can like vet this and they can be like, oh, this is like something that they vibe with, and then when it comes into the community then it makes sense.
How long do you think it's going to take until you're at that point?
How long I wouldn't look at it as like a timeline.
Hmm.
um I think it's just like there's some things that it's more like naturally occurring, and I think like if I do Stride and Rise at more cadence, right, then that'll allow people to have more opportunities to like meet, and then they'll do like a funding after like Stride and Rise. So like
Hmm.
I clear out my Saturday. I'm like, all right, Stride and Rise, and then like I'm pretty spontaneous after that.
Right.
So we've done like brunch, we've gone like to like what is it called, like on East they had like a little kind of like market, so like a farmer's market. So I really like the spontaneous after run club. I just like kind of see how stuff comes together. So
I kind of like that, honestly.
right
I feel like
yeah.
all the run clubs are pretty scheduled in a way.
Mm,
Feel like it's like you gotta do this, this, and this.
yeah
Run club ends at this time.
yeah
Everyone kind of scatters.
yeah, especially on weekdays too. It's like if I go on a run club on a weekday, it's like I have work, so I'm gonna go home, maybe get some sleep, get some rest, and then there's not a lot of like extra time where I can like just be like, hey, like what's up, like what's the next move,
Right.
right? And then on Saturdays, like I think back then, like Saturdays, oh, everyone was doing run clubs on Saturdays. Would I have to like how would you make Stride and Rise different, where it will be like, okay, I want to come out to Stride and Rise, I want to
Hmm.
see like my community there and my friends. It doesn't matter like what's going on over there, like what kind of cool free stuff is over there,
Hmm.
but it's like I'm gonna come out to support my friends and vibe at Stride and Rise.
What is the future of Stride and Rise?
Mm-hmm. The future of Stride and Rise, I think, no, we're doing a really lot of fun stuff right now. I think we've also like a solid kind of partnership with the Loop.
Hmm.
So yeah, Ryan and all the staff at the Loop. Yeah, big shout out to them. No, for real. Like they've given us like a great home. They've welcomed us to like their OG store location and also their new Hyde Park location. I just went there for their grand opening. Really nice, like open area spot.
Where's that?
Um, do you know like First Light Bookstore?
No.
All Day Pizza. You must know.
No.
I can't help you out then.
I'll look it up after.
Hyde Park area.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a little more residential and it's a little more north.
Hmm.
I feel like all the run clubs are pretty south, so that's a great spot. But in any case, I think like continuing those like fun win-win-wins, like and having like a home. I think even for the Loop, it's like they want people to like come in, do your run. They have like a really nice couch, and it's just
Right.
like vibe and like chat, and like it's almost like a third space
Hmm.
for runners, right? And then like whatever gels or shoes you need, they're like super knowledgeable, and then like you trust that, right? So it's like continuing those like great partnerships and like the collaborations, like partnerships, collaborations. I think I like to call it collab because it's like it's
Le-
more,
Less business.
yeah, yeah,
So, kind of going off of that,
yeah,
you said that you do not want to make it into where you charge participants
yeah,
to enter the run club.
yeah.
I mean, do you have any plans of making it into
Mm-hmm.
something profit
Yep.
taking?
Yeah. So I think I like to separate like Stride and Rise. And then I'm also building like my platform where I can track contributions for different unpaid grassroots communities.
Okay.
So, for example, run clubs are unpaid grassroots communities. Fitness is like there's a lot of unpaid like grassroots communities
Hmm.
coming out from fitness. That's could start like, oh, do you want to like work out together? Do you want to do
Right.
yoga together? Do you want to like, yeah, right?
Hmm.
And then so I'm kind of building that platform. Um, and then I'm also like Stride and Rise is using that platform because I personally like believe that contributions are what make a community strong. Like if you have people contributing to a community, that's what it needs. Like I guess who's gonna like host, who's gonna bring friends, who's gonna come up with fun ideas. It's like those people in the community that contribute, and
Mhm.
I want to make that like visible to everyone else. So like say let's say yeah say Ria co-hosted, right?
Okay.
Like I don't want it to be just be like, oh, like just a thank you and then like it disappears, right? I want to like give her some kind of points and like appreciation that is like long withstanding, and then that can translate into ownership. And then yeah,
But why do people want to own? Like, what's the
yeah,
benefit really?
yeah. I think for ownership, especially in grassroots organizations, it's you're not looking to like go IPO your run club.
Hmm.
You're not looking at like stocks. You're not
Right.
gonna buy, sell, like that kind of thing, right? But ownership shows like trust. It shows like what you've committed towards the run club, and it shows like it's a proof of like your work that you put into the run club,
Hmm.
right? So if I see like if I see that you're a big contributor of the run club, I know that you're like in the community. You're like I can trust you in the community, and I know that you won't have any like bad incentive on the community because you're like it means something to you that you wouldn't want to like do something wrong for it. Like you're always in the best interest of the community
Right.
because you're in it and you own part of it.
Got it.
Yeah.
And so, kind of going back to the original question,
Yeah.
um, again, you're not going to charge participants.
Yeah.
Are you going to charge someone else?
So I think like let's say me, right? I'm a grassroots community leader. If I had a system that could easily track contributions and that would gamify it and like allow like members to have fun contributing, I'm happy to pay for that system.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's the system that you're trying to push outward,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that other grassroots communities can use it as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And the great thing is that like I can separate Stride and Rise and the system so that I don't need to like monetize my community
Hmm.
because like I would never monetize the community because it just makes it into a place where people would look for specific monetary value. Like everyone looks for value in a community, but I don't want to make it monetary. I want to make it like I enjoy spending time with you and I enjoy creating shared experiences with my friends, and that's the value I get from my community.
Got it. I know at the beginning of this
Mhm.
podcast, you said that you wanted Strand Rise to be available at like different locations.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the same for those locations as well?
Um
Because you personally cannot be at
yeah.
every single location
Yeah.
every single time.
Yeah. So I've heard like oh like franchise Stride and Rise and that kind of thing. I think for me I would like to have like different Stride and Rise events like an SF, New York.
Hmm.
We even did one like in Vietnam, right? So
That's pretty cool.
it's like whoever like wants to host,
Right.
they can make it a thing out there and kind of build it. I don't necessarily need to like franchise it out, but I think it's more about like what does Stride and Rise mean, and then if you like if you vibe with the mission, then it's like, I mean, even Neil's like, oh, like let's do one in like LA,
Hmm.
right? So I think that that's kind of like where it's headed towards. I don't necessarily need to have like different locations because I'm not like monetizing it from paid events.
Got it.
Hmm.
So, like, would you personally go out and host a run club there? Or is someone else who aligns with the mission, will they be doing that in LA?
I want to make it into like that it's so easy that they can do that. Obviously, I don't know like what constraints there are. Haven't thought like that far ahead.
Hmm.
But I think it's like if you want to host something like in a different location, right? And you can do that, you're still part of the community. Like say, I like to think about it like in the Shine Rise community, right? Someone moves to like Suban, like he moved out to San Francisco.
Right.
He was an OG at Shine Rise, right? It's like, does he feel like he's still part of the community?
Mm-hmm.
Right? He has ownership in the community. If he wants to do something Shrine Rise related, we're happy to like, like back him, collab, like do whatever because he is still in the community. So it's not like once you exit Austin, you're like out of the community. And that's why like having that ownership is so important because like you still feel part of it when you're not physically there.
All right.
Yeah.
That was a good talk, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Try and Rise, and
Yeah.
I appreciate it.